Hey, welcome back everyone. To start off here today, we're going to preview the plays that we're going to dive into. Then we'll go ahead and break them all down right after. Anyways, enjoy. Alrighty, let's break these plays down and see how we can improve our game today. Alright, so this first one's really simple. So all I wanted to point out here at the beginning of the game is if you half flip back here to this corner boost, you won't kill all of your momentum, and you'll be able to turn upfield or backfield and keep all of your momentum going. And I think you can pretty much just hop in a training session, reset the face-off over and over, and you can probably learn this in a day. You already know how to half flip, just it's about getting that half flip to where you're landing on the boost properly. But give it a whirl in training there. Alright, this one here is pretty straightforward. So this is a breakdown by BOGO. Simply, he after he goes upfield here, the ball turns around the other way. And then right here, Sleazy's coming out at this ball that Vic just hit off the ceiling. But BOGO sees it coming down and decides to catch the ball. So that simply just burns Sleazy, and now we're in a much worse situation. There's nobody back, and BOGO's kind of on his own dribbling the ball here. All right, on this one, Vic is flipping back to the back or to the third man. But really what he should do, this ball has gone over to the right-hand side. Sleazy's on the ball and BOGO's trailing on the back just in case he gets knocked out. But Vic decides he's going to go all the way back for the back corner boost, but really he should simply just turn upfield, grab some of these mini pads, and put himself in position here for a ball coming across. Right, and since we went all the way back there, when this ball comes out to the center, I think Vic panics a little, just trying to cover all the ground to get back into the play, and we get a bad touch there. All right, on this one, we were rotating back to our own net here. Vic's gonna pressure this ball, Sleazy's going to the back post. and BOGO's coming down the front side here. And as we go down, we're going to wind up chasing this guy into the corner for some reason. Really, if you're behind the play, you need to stay out of this corner because all you're going to do is wind up causing collisions or problems. So simply just rotate along the boost path back here to the back post, and we'll stay out of trouble. Alright, on this one here, so Vic's dribbling the ball out here. So he's going to take this ball up the wall, and since we know that BOGO's floated in here back post since we've just driven by you, you know he's here. So instead of sitting here on the front post, go ahead and push up a little bit and give Vic Jackson an outlet here. So if you float in this area, he can hit you with a pass, or you can do a give and go. Or your options are kind of limitless at that point. But if this play breaks down and this guy winds up getting the ball back into the corner, you can always bail and quickly get back to the back post, and then Vic can follow in behind you. But we're able to break out a lot more easily if you give Vic some more options here by floating out instead of sitting on this front post here. All right, on this one, Vic just missed the ball. BOGO's coming in to collect this one, and Sleazy's sitting back post here. So at this point, Vic starts floating down the field here, which is fine, but when BOGO goes in for the challenge, he doesn't get the ball. So at this point, we need to pay attention to what's happening behind us a little bit. I think we're probably on car cam instead of ball cam. But when we don't win this challenge, the smart play here is simply just to get back to the back post instead of continuing up and trying to get their front boost. Now, if BOGO had won this ball clean, this is perfectly fine to go get their boost, but if not, it's too risky of a play to go up there. So simply just rotate back here. All right, on this play, Sleazy goes in for a ball here. He hits it awkwardly and then lands backwards. And then he's going to wind up turning back on this ball. But if you come in for this ball and you land awkwardly, just simply get out of the play. Your guy behind you is going to be much quicker to this ball and have a lot more options and be able to see better what's going on. And if you turn back on this, he's going to see that you had landed awkwardly, and you're going to wind up in a double commit situation. So simply, if you land awkwardly or you mess up over here in the corner, simply just rotate back. All right, on this one, BOGO has basically a double whoopsie here. So first we wind up following Vic into the corner here. So after we see Vic commit to this ball, simply just rotate back around the boost pass to the back post. Sleazy's already floating out here. He can provide the float pass for Vic. So just loop back around. All right, and then right after that, we wind up driving into the corner here, and when we loop back around here, we wind up missing this boost path, and then we turn back around and try and go for it. Instead of doing that, just simply drive up the wall here and guard the back post, or you can float around over here to the back post again. Really, we should have never been up here in the first place, but we are. So if we find ourselves in this situation, simply just get back. All right, and you also notice that we also turn back on the boost after we miss it, so never do that. if you miss the boost, it sucks, but go ahead and just get back, and then Sleazy can go get that corner boost if he needs it. Alright, on this one here, so Sleazy's played this ball up and BOGO's fallen it into the corner here, since he was already up here. So at this point, since Sleazy passed this ball up and Vic's fallen in behind, Sleazy needs to immediately get over here to the center. So BOGO's going to be looking for a pass around. So if Sleazy's in the center, he can go ahead and score this, and then Vic can pull in about right where Sleazy is there. But instead, what happens is Sleazy stops over here, and then he decides to commit up into the center and fly after a ball, which winds up causing a double commit, because when Sleazy stops here, Vic decides he'll go center, which then when Sleazy goes after the ball, it's too late, and now we got a double commit. So you'll see it here. Alrighty, final one here. So in this play, Vic's getting back here, but he's coming up through the front post instead of coming back through the back post like we really should. But what winds up happening is Vic turns up the field here right behind BOGO, which is basically cutting rotation here because Sleazy's the float guy here as BOGO's carrying this up the wall. So what we really need Vic to do is either guard the backboard here at this point, or rotate in on the back post here, which is probably the even better play at this point. But either way, what we don't want to do is turn back on this ball and cut rotation.